Hey, what's up? We're live. We're doing a FFPC PPR draft with it's like a tight end focus, right?
Yeah, it's 1.5 uh, per reception for tight ends, and then it one PPR, for everything else. And
Okay, so that's why.
you'll see like Kelsey go top three. You'll see Andrews go in the first two rounds. Waller's actually getting pushed up pretty hard. I think this might be my Waller team, based on
Okay.
some of the things I've seen happen. Uh,
Yeah, I see Kelsey listed as number two, which is not
Yeah, like the
typical.
default rankings, it's nice. Like they know the ADP in rooms, so just like you'll see the projection for Kelsey is 335, and it's 310 for Jefferson for context.
Okay.
So that's like a 25-point gap just from the best tight end to the best receiver in the league. So that's why uh, I went
What-
Kelsey. I think I got him third in mine, which
What's
was
your team
nice.
here? The Intimidators,
No,
the Regal Beagles.
I'm nine
It's
four
a
eight thirty, just because that's how I like keep track of my teams.
that's a weird Three's Company reference right there. The Regal Beagles. I don't know if they know that. Maybe they don't even know.
I didn't. I'm surprised you know it.
I mean, I know Three's Company a little bit. I think it's the pub they would go to or the bar or something. They'd go to the
I've
Regal
never heard of
Beagle.
it until just now. I know Suzanne Summers and John Ritter were on the show, and then the other person who I don't remember their name.
Well, Suzanne
Suzanne
Summers
Summers
got
was actually pretty
replaced
hot.
too. There was another blonde after Suzanne Summers. She left the show, and then there was I
And then
forget.
there was the goofy old white guy. What was his name? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, I think it was the other. Yeah, I know there was another one that came in to be the other blonde
Don
chick later
Knotts.
on.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh yeah, Don Knotts. Yeah, yeah.
I think Priscilla Barnes is the one that you're trying to think of.
Could be that.
It's
That
based on
that
the
could be the
top
case.
casting that they're doing. Joyce DeWitt was the black haired girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to wonder what it was, but I mean, I do remember how like Suzanne Summers. If you because I remember seeing re, I never saw obviously, not around
No,
for
I
that
saw it
those
on
times.
Nick at Night, I think.
Yeah, and they would like randomly like shuffle play stuff, so it wasn't always Suzanne Summers.
It's
I
weird. I
mean,
used to
this Regal
watch
Beagle.
a lot of those old shows on Nick at Night. I don't know why. Like I used to watch I Love Lucy reruns and I Dream of Jeannie, and I don't. They're very dated. And like I was not even that old watching those. I was probably like in middle school, high school and stuff.
Do they still have Nick at Night? I guess they don't.
I don't know.
I'm assuming they kind of don't. I haven't heard anything about that.
I mean, if the ratings were still good, they probably would have kept it going.
Yeah, that's a good question. I have no clue. I have no clue with what Nickelodeon. I guess that's another thing is I don't watch Nickelodeon, so I don't watch TV in general. I don't watch cable unless it's like sports.
What do you mean? Like you just go through Plex?
I'll go through my Plex server or the stuff I have subscriptions to. I don't watch any commercials unless it's like through sports. I can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
the last 2 weeks I've just been grinding out watching uh, all the preseason games I recorded that aired, and trying to figure out like all the backup running backs and stuff beyond the handcuffs that I listed. Like the
It's just
deep
hard to
league
tell
shit.
though cuz preseason is kind of like
No, I know,
it's
but
weird.
like
It's
certain
a little bit
people pass
throwaway.
eye test. Like Tajay Spears, just watching that guy run, he looks uh like he's on a different level than everybody else.
Yeah, but then it's like
Or
he's
or like
it's
Roshan Johnson, he looks like a big back, but then he's known for pass blocking and receiving, which is a good sign. That reminds me of like Ramondre Stevenson. Like I'm just trying to
Yeah, it's there's got
focus
to be
on
something that
player
comes out of it.
archetypes where like these like third round, fourth round, fifth round running backs, they break out a lot. So those are the guys I'm trying to figure out and target. Not like the early guys like Charbonnet and shit like that. Like those guys are gonna go early in drafts regardless. I'm trying to figure out like is Rico Dowdle gonna be the handcuff for Pollard, or is it gonna be Deuce Vaughn, who reminds me of do you remember Darren Sproles? He was on the Saints for a while.
Yeah, long time. Small guy.
5'7". Yeah, he was really awesome though. He actually, I think, has the record for all-purpose yards, which is rushing, receiving, and return stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just weird because I get what you're saying, but then once it comes time for starting up.
Shit, yeah, that's a horn. Do you want me to mute
once
that or?
No, that's all good. Keep it on. Might as well keep it on.
Okay.
All right, there goes.
All right, so Jefferson goes
there
first.
Goes Jefferson.
That's somewhat normal. It's really him or Kelsey. It's 50,
where we can we see the? Can you show the people that are drafted, or does that not show it on this?
What do you mean?
I can't see anyone that just left the board. I mean, I know Jefferson's gone, so obviously he's there. But is there like a?
I'll have to.
Does it show that or no?
That's a different window.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to toggle back and forth. Yeah.
That draft board thing I know who's actually pretty good.
Would you rather see that than what I'm looking at?
Oh no, this is fine too. I see at the top there's a little thing. So someone just drafted Hill early.
Oh,
Kelsey's still here.
Let me see something.
Yeah, but again, with those running backs,
I can toggle back and forth periodically if you want.
Oh yeah, do that. Do that when you can. But oh okay, cool. So they have a draft board too. ESPN needs this.
It's even better than Yahoo's. Like this draft board is so clean and crisp, and you get so much information out of it.
Yeah, this is nicer looking.
So much good quarterback value just from knowing who's not going to take what I need. 3 or 4 picks from where I'm at. Wow, so Kelsey went fourth. That's the latest I've ever seen him go. So I'm looking at wow, Tyreek Hill went third. What the? That's because of Cooper Kupp. No,
I guess
good. I'm so glad Bijan went. Okay, so I can get Eckler pretty late, or I can get
Diggs. Yours is coming up.
I'm leaning Diggs because I've already gotten Eckler.
All right, there goes Eckler.
All right, I'm gonna go Diggs.
Okay, nice.
I think actually I should stay on this window instead of the other one.
Yeah, this is probably this view is nice.
It's better. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this will show everything that goes. We know what's in the queue mostly if you've seen our drafts.
So after that, I'm gonna see what running backs fall, but I'm probably gonna go receiver again. I was thinking about Nick Chubb there, but
I think Diggs is a good pick. I think Diggs is a solid pick. So I think actually a lot of the later picks are pretty solid. Like Chubb, Diggs, pretty good picks. Usually around Hill would be around there too. So Hill I always thought was a solid pick, but at 3 is a little early.
I'm actually in a spot of the draft I'm not used to where there's such little time in between my picks. I've either been early or on the end where I
I know what you mean by that. This is a weird mid-late spot. I've never drafted from here.
Faster.
You'll have a good second round pick for sure. I was drafting 2 twice, and it's always like your second round is kind of eh.
But you know what's nice is like we spent so much time grinding out mocks for Chase and
then getting it twice.
That it was like perfect that you got both.
Yeah, I honestly am. Oh, also, like, I'm looking at my team, like, the projections ever since I got Cooper Kupp in the trade are absurd. So I drafted Ridley in the 3rd, and then
And that's even with him getting ranked down.
yeah. No, yeah.
I might actually. Yeah, should I go for him?
Maybe he's gonna be like, I mean, I was looking into him. He's gonna be. I'm not a fan of him, but he's gonna be pretty good. He's got
I don't think I
good
get IR
projections.
spots though. Hold on, I gotta check.
Well, I don't think he's gonna go in the IR. I'm hearing he's playing week 1.
Not IR. Like if you're ruled out, I can put them in a spot to make an ad.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's on the fence on if he plays week 1 or not. But I'm hearing he is. Although you always wonder if they're just putting like they could be putting him in as like a decoy and he's just there to throw people off. That you don't know with a lot of these. And same thing with Burks. Is he just that? Well, I don't know. I think Burks is probably healthy. He's had like I think he'll have 3 weeks now to be back as far as since he's been in practice. So it's funny. Everyone was so high on Burks early on. Like when you're looking at like people talking about the draft, they were so up on him, and then he gets hurt, and then you hear it isn't like he's just out of the talk for an injury that's probably was just a preseason injury. What are you looking at now? You're on the clock.
I'm thinking Andrews or Cup.
Oh yeah, because Andrews is higher valued in this.
I want Andrews.
Yeah,
I just want to get it out
yeah,
of the way.
yeah.
He actually went 11th my one draft. Then he went middle of the second
Okay.
my other one, and then he went. Yeah, I reached a little bit, but there's no way he's going to come back to me.
No. And I see what you're saying. It's like he might as well. Well, there goes Cup. Pretty far back.
Yeah, right after. It's never a good feeling when you're debating.
No, Henry went after.
The one like you passed over goes immediately.
Yeah. Yep. Waddle went early in this one. There was times where
I thought about. I mean, I wanted him to fall, but I have so much Waddle already, and his Yahoo projections are really shitty. That's why I was talking about his player props earlier.
I don't get that. I'm not surprised at that. I think he will be good. See, I could see Hill taking a little dive and then Waddle doing better. I'm watching the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990. It's kind of cool because Raphael, he gets out of a movie and it's the movie's Critters. So
They're allowed to do that?
Well, they're both made by New Line. New Line Cinema movies, so a little connection. I guess New Line's just got bought or done. I don't know what happened, but I mean, I like the Freddy movies. I like Teenage Mutant Turtles. I like Lord of the Rings movies. I'm a pretty big fan of New Line Cinema. Critters, sure. It's just weird how this movie.
Actually, I remember Millstone. The what's it called
the movie theater store,
like
the movie, the VHS store. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just whenever I wasn't sure what to get, I would usually get Critters because they had it out in like the. I don't know. They always had it in like some weird prominent section where it would catch your eye.
I never went to that one because I was always. It's funny when I think about it. I wasn't really that far off.
Blockbuster, so you didn't need to.
Yeah, I was closer to Blockbuster. And there was actually right around there. There was a mom and pop place in East Windsor. There was Highwood Video, and there was Blockbuster. There was 3. The mom and pop place.
What did it look like?
It was like a black logo with a red, like a black background logo with a red palm tree thing. There wasn't many
Oh, okay. I
around.
remember it now. Yeah. Oh,
That's what
wow. Yeah.
that's that's what I
I
remember. Maybe I'm
actually,
wrong. Actually, no. I'm totally wrong. It looks like it's got like the Hollywood mountains and then the Hollywood
yeah, with some
sign.
lights flying all over.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of something
I've definitely
else.
been there once or twice.
I'm thinking of a store that used to be in like malls. It was a video store in malls. Suncoast Video. Suncoast Motion Picture Company. That's the one I'm thinking of. It had palm trees and like a sun. That was in like the mall. You could like buy VHS from them. Simpler times.
Hurts and Mahomes usually go. Oh, okay.
There goes Hertz.
I think I'm gonna go Josh Allen if I can get him.
Yeah, that's kind of a good. I like your team then. You know, especially with Diggs and Allen together. That's a good stack.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
Let's
You want a
fucking
DK?
go. Damn. I've never seen him fall this late.
Oh, Allen?
Usually he goes the beginning of the third where Devonta Smith got picked.
Yeah, I think I would like him better than Hertz. Maybe this guy likes
nice
Hertz. Hertz is gonna
I
get.
had a Diggs Allen stack
Hertz is
last
gonna get
year,
hurt.
which was going good until Allen got injured.
I just have a big feeling Hertz is gonna get hurt. Got a big feeling of that.
Well,
Maybe
it's like when
I'm
you were
just
predicting Carson Wentz to get hurt for 5 years in a row, and eventually you were right.
no. Yeah, I don't know. He also just like dropped the fuck off. He like didn't even matter if he was hurt. He just dropped off hard. See, there's a Clemson Duke game on.
I like Clemson's uniforms, and I like Tennessee's too. I like their end zones with the checkerboard shit. It's trippy.
Yeah. Same with like what's the one that does the blue field? I always like that team just
That's
because of
Boise
that.
State. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's
them.
always a cool one. They have
They
the
produce
coolest
some.
field.
I think they produce some decent people. I have to go and look it up, but I feel like there was a running back that came out of there. It was good.
Yeah, just the fact that you have a blue field is pretty awesome.
I'm gonna start trying to get a little bit more into college football because
It's good, man.
I'm done with baseball. Like I'm really trying to phase that out of my consciousness altogether, so I can spend more time on like prop betting. I don't think I'm gonna fuck with DFS. I just don't like it. And best ball. I'm gonna check out best ball. I don't really want to do it this year. I mean, I have a couple deposit match bonus things for $100 for this site called Drafters. If you want to try it out with me, but
Never
I'm
heard of
on the
that.
fence if I really want to commit it. So what
Yeah,
I like about it is it's different than It's different than DraftKings and Underdog because it doesn't have a playoff structure. It just accumulates. So you don't have to think about like week 14 through 17 or whatever it is. You could just really, it's like a rotisserie where you just want to build like the most reliable source of points for the whole year. So like, you probably want to take a little bit more consideration like bye weeks and stuff like that.
All right.
I might try that. I mean, there's only a couple days left.
Yeah, there's I was thinking
you can do it once
even now,
but I just don't like the feeling of that.
Yeah, even now, this is really like I was thinking we're pretty late because everyone's probably already drafted by now.
Yeah, but I have time before Thursday where it's not going to interfere with waivers.
Yeah. I was wondering, do some people do it like a week late or no?
Yeah, people draft after the season start all the time. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value that you get probably from that, but I just don't like. I don't know, something about it. I just don't like it.
I mean, I also, what do you think about people drafting early? You know, like I saw a lot of drafts that were happening
That's fine. I did it.
before the signs,
I got
before those running back signs. Who'd you get?
Hold on, I gotta make this pick. Oh, fuck.
We got one more. Oh yeah, you got a guy ahead of you right here.
Yeah,
Looks like you need a running back. Am I wrong?
I know. I'm thinking about Stevenson or Pierce.
Oh yeah, Pierce is still there. Well, I can't really tell. I'm just looking at the draft board, but it looks like he'd be there. But this does look like it's not a running back focused league, as I can see. Not a lot of running backs taken already. There goes Stevenson, so that might make your pick a little easier. At least you weren't in the wrong with Stevenson. Someone else thought the same thing. Look at that, 3 running backs in a row.
No, fuck it.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, he's on my one team, so
Now I'm just gonna hammer wide receiver the rest of the draft.
I'm rooting for Pierce.
I know. I'm. This is my only share, so now I'm definitely invested. They just better let him fucking pass block and all that shit. I want him to play every single down.
I gotta start looking at bets for football, but it's been weird because like these lines opened up like weeks and weeks ago, so it's a weird betting thing because this week 1 has been on the books for a long time, so I don't know how to judge the movement. It'll almost be better to bet on week 2. Got to be some good bets though in there.
Yeah, it's something I wish I thought of, and I will do is try and track bets at different times of the year and actually see how much profit you can make from either being early or waiting.
And there's you know what, honestly, man, I'm surprised you're there's prop bets that I think you should be good at. Even I won one this weekend with Devin Leary on the Kentucky Wildcats quarterback going over 230 yards, and he went like way over. But there's a lot of prop bets in the NFL that
Why him and why that?
I was just hearing that Kentucky was like he's looking to have a good year, so went with that.
From what? Like I've never even heard of this person.
I was looking at some of the better bets. They're just talking about how they're going to kick the shit out of Ball State. So if Kentucky was going to kick the shit out of Ball State, which they did, and end up beating them 44-14, that the quarterback play would be pretty high, and it was. He threw for actually it wasn't too much over the prop. He threw for 240 yards, so like 10 yards over. So it was pretty close, but
I wish I thought to say something about that Colorado Deion Sanders shit before the games, like anything started, just because
that
I feel like college football wants him to succeed. You know what I mean?
You know, it's weird too because I kept hearing
and you know what? I feel like college sports gets fixed so much more than professional ever would.
Yeah,
like
and also
chips,
I kept hearing. Yeah, I kept hearing about how because there's a new rule in college, I think like after first down the clock runs kind of like NFL. So I kept hearing like, oh, you're gonna see a lot of like unders, but this weekend was filled with overs. Like that game went to fucking 78 points. That TCU game. So it was filled with overs. I don't think I saw any under that hit. Maybe next week. Maybe next week will be the under week.
Damn, I was hoping Madison. If I didn't go Pierce, I was hoping Madison would have fell to me, but no way.
Yeah, nope, not there.
Wow, you got a 4th and 5th round running back like 2 rounds later.
Yeah,
right? Like, didn't we get Pierce and Madison in the 5th and the 6th or some shit? Or 6th and the 7th?
I could look at my draft recap.
Yeah, I have it saved too. Let me look that up.
Yeah, I got Pierce in the late 4th. He was 11th pick in the late 4th. And then I got Burrow in the early 5th. And then in the late 6th, I got Mattinson. That's 11th in the late 6th.
Oh shit, where did Cup go in that draft?
Cup went. Oh, interesting. Good point. Oh, Cup went this was before that. This was a little before that whole injury news. Cup went 9th. Remember he was going around that spot the whole time.
Now he goes in the 2nd, 3rd round. Yo, him and the Taylor guy.
I think that's a little dumb though too.
Early.
I think that's a little reactionary
with
him.
Right there, why you want to wait like as long as possible, because both those two things
I don't know.
I didn't have to deal with.
I think Cup in the 9th is accurate in the 1st round. I think this all late Cup stuff is really reactionary, and I think it's stupid.
Yeah, but when I was doing the
only player there,
he was going top 5 to 6.
I think that's kind of right. I think this is really reactionary.
9, he fell then.
Yeah, I think it's just a little too reactionary that now he's going in the 2nd and 3rd. And even my trade, like that shouldn't have happened. If this was weeks ago, it would have never happened. Like getting a 3rd round receiver, trading up for what could be a 1st round top pick receiver, having McCaffrey and Cup. To me, it seems crazy. I didn't expect that to ever happen. And I don't like Cup. I'm not on his side. So never liked him.
I'm thinking Mike Williams over Godwin, just because I don't want to do
something different. Mike Williams is a solid receiver. So
I don't feel like I need to have Herbert and him together.
Well, you have a nice stack. You have Diggs and Allen, maybe the best stack.
Yeah,
in the
this is
league. Actually, the one guy has the best stack. Well, it's been good in years past, which is that Mahomes.
Oh, the Kelsey Mahomes one.
Yeah, that was nice.
I have a Kelsey Mahomes stack, but I got Mahomes in the 3rd.
Yeah, see, that's a lot nicer because then you had what'd you have in the
2nd? I got Allen in the 3rd, and I saw him go in the 2nd on a lot of my drafts.
Wait, what did you get in the 2nd in that draft?
This is one of the more unique builds I've ever had for this site.
Right here. Yeah, this is not bad. I don't mind any of your picks.
Normally, I never go running back this early when I go onesie positions like tight end and quarterback. But I just knew Pierce would never make it back, and I didn't want to let it go. So
I like this team because you have a really good receiver, you have a really good tight end, you have a really good quarterback. So it's like you have the top 3 positions sort of met that you want to meet, and then Pierce could be better than expected. And Michael Williams is solid fucking. Yeah.
It's 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, and 2 flex. So if I wanted to, I can go 4 wide receiver and flex 2 of them.
I mean, Mike Williams is good too, man. I mean, I don't mind that pick.
He's good. It's just he gets hurt every fucking year.
Yeah,
they had
even
to
last year
show him. They had to teach him how to fall so he'd stop slamming so hard on his back and getting hurt all the time.
Yeah, last year he got pretty much 900 yards on 13 games. So he didn't even play. He almost got 1,000 yards in 13 games. So he's quite the target for Herbert there. And I don't know if they haven't really brought on anyone really to replace that, right? It's still kind of him.
Yeah, they did. They drafted Quentin Johnston.
Okay, well that's still you got to work up with the same
type of receiver. But I
got to work up to that.
I've seen a lot of camp reports and Kellen Moore saying they want to up the pace of play and they want to throw downfield more to where Herbert's ADOT is so low and he's constantly checking down Eckler, and that's going to alienate Allen probably more than it will the outside series and Williams and Johnston.
I've actually
heard Williams and Johnson on the outside, and then they have Allen in the slot and Everett at tight end with Eckler one of the better PPR backs the last like 5 years. So
yeah, I kind of think you have
I
three
wish I had more
guys.
Herbert, man. I have no Herbert, and I'm trying to trade my Lawrence shares to get some.
Yeah, I think with just the stuff you're bringing up, I think there's 3 really good people to target. I think Quentin Johnson's a little out. Like if you got Mike Williams, you have Everett, and you have Eckler. Then I think Johnson comes into play as far as like the fourth look on the team. So that tells you something there.
What
They
do
gotta
you
look
think
to
of the
other people
guy at
first.
12?
Barkley, Pollard,
He's got a
Allen, Cooper.
Barkley Pollard
I don't
start
mind it.
with 3 wide receivers and a tight end.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I know this is a tight end plus like
Yeah, Evan
there's
Ingram normally
yeah.
goes in like the 8th to 9th round, but you got to push up like a round or 2 for everybody.
I'm
Remember
actually
when I said I got
confused.
value on Pitts?
Yeah.
I took Pitts in my draft. Where is it? Hold on.
I hope it's like round 7 or 9 or something. He's the fucking Pitts.
So I got Pitts in the late 6th to 7th round.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't pass on it, even though I wanted to. I think I'm gonna go Dotson here.
Yeah, I don't have him on any team.
Or Ayuk.
Ayuk's good. Ayuk's probably a little better, right? I mean, I guess it's Debo and him on the Niners.
Yeah, and you know what? Debo and Kittle get hurt constantly.
Mm-hmm.
This is more of like a contingent play where I'm banking on one of them getting hurt, and I have 0 shares on either one of them.
Yeah, that could work.
No, I like to do that. I like to plan on the failure of people in stacks I don't have.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I definitely there's been teams I've avoided, like we talked about all year. Just there's been a bunch of teams I've avoided.
Yeah, I don't want Eagles, Jets, Cowboys, other than Pollard.
I don't
have any Lamb either. I don't really.
I actually there's a lot of teams I don't have. I don't have any like Patriots. I have a lot of things I'm like I don't have.
I've got Stevenson on that one option, but I paid way too much, and I wish I didn't do it. I don't know. I have a feeling. All right. Part of me wants to bet against Elliott being a fat, washed-up fullback, and Stevenson will just kind of do what he did last year, with maybe less receptions and I don't know.
I mean,
I think he's good. I like Amon Stevenson. I think he's a good prospect.
Yeah, no, he is. That's why it kind of sucks to have Elliott there because he is good. He is somebody that you should just rely on.
See a running back that are that big and that good at receiving. So when that profile comes along, I want to try and like Dalvin Cook or something like that. Like early Dalvin Cook.
I'm actually right now debating on, what to start with Burks or Davis. I'm thinking Burks versus the Saints.
I don't know. I'm worried about his snaps coming off of an injury. I just feel like at least for the first week, Davis is safer, and then after that, you can evaluate.
I think they're really similar.
How much you got to actually play?
I think they're so similar. I have to think about matchup. So then I'm wondering. I think the Bills will beat the Jets. So that's why I think they're going to start to run the ball towards the end of the game.
I'm going Davis in this draft, right? Like I figured I'm gonna do an Allen Diggs team. Davis deck, and if I get Kincaid really late at tight end, I might go for it because I can flex him out, and it's a really fucking good backup. And when I tell you the free agent pool for tight ends in this league is disgusting. It's like people you've never fucking heard of, and you're lucky if they get 2 catches. You know what I mean?
Actually, I was looking at this.
If you don't have a good backup in this shit, you could be taking a complete 0 at tight end.
This was interesting just because I'm looking at the draft board and what you were talking about. So you were considering Dotson over McLaurin? Because you were saying Dotson around that
No,
your
I
last
thought
pick.
McLaurin had already gone.
Okay, he's there
I
still
missed that.
at the time.
Well, now
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
Dotson's now still there.
McLaurin's gone. I've got multiple shares of McLaurin already.
Yeah, this Pickens
One
guy
I
is going
got
late. That's
right
my one.
when the injury happened, and then one I got yesterday just because he still was going pretty late.
That's the one pick I have that
I
I'm a
wanted
little
Pickens.
like.
I was thinking
You did
Pickens
want
over
Pickens?
IU.
I'm a little.
What do you think about that?
I'm a little like. I don't know. I'm a little. Actually, I got Pickens right around the same exact spot right here at the 7th. Like I got him pretty much the same spot. I think I was the second pick of the 7th, but basically the same spot.
All right.
Actually,
there's a lot of shit going on though with that Pickett bet because one, he looked great in camp, and it transferred over into the preseason, and then also everyone's really hyping up Deontay Johnson, who had 0 touchdowns last year. So the fact that you got a Pickett touchdown prop after Deontay Johnson had 0 touchdowns, and he had 8 touchdowns the year before that, that's a really good fucking bet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that
it's actually interesting.
That is without Freiermuth taking a step in his, I think, 3rd year. Pickens developing in his 2nd. They just drafted a tight end who's supposed to be really good in the red zone. He's like 6'10". Actually, I should look that up.
It's weird though. This 7th round pick, the 7th round. My first pick was Montgomery, and then I picked Pickens, and now this is like pretty much the same exact flip flop thing here, where Pickens went first. So it's really similar. I'm looking at the draft. Everything's been pretty close, except I got Mattinson. Where this guy got Kamara at is where I got Mattinson. And look where Mattinson goes. Pretty much a round and a half before where I got him. So I kind of like the spot I got him at. He had a questionable mark on him too. Remember that?
Check this guy out.
Let's see.
That's a rookie tight end that the Steelers drafted.
Okay.
6'7". Oh shit.
Looks like a prisoner. Jeez.
All right, so I'm debating whether I get the Davis stack or I go Judy and gamble on that. I think I'm gonna go Judy. Fuck it.
I really don't like Jerry Judy.
Davis makes it back.
I'm hoping Judy proves me wrong. That's all. That's all I'll say. I've not liked him.
The teams in 9, the team at 9 and the team at 11 doesn't have a tight end, so I'm banking on them taking Freiermuth. And then the guy at 12 and the guy at 11 are the ones I'm worried about getting wide receivers.
I just hope this is the year that Judy doesn't have a million drops. He drops the ball every fucking pass I've ever seen him get. Hopefully he turns that around.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I trust Sean Payton. This motherfucker, I had so
No, I trust Sean Payton, but do you trust Jerry Judy's hands?
I had so many Saints. I had Marquez Colston. I had Throlls, of course. I always draft short people, which was good. I had Ray Rice in fantasy. I had Maurice Jones-Drew. I don't know if you remember him on Jacksonville. He was really fucking good.
No, I'm also.
I'm just looking Maurice Jones-Drew?
Oh yeah, of course. He was Jacksonville running back. Yeah, he was also a smaller player too. He was a smaller guy. I think he was
my
5'7" kind of thing.
2 receivers and my flex are all filled now.
Oh, nice.
If I get Davis, I'm gonna have to contemplate. Maybe I should go running back actually.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Judy. He's dropped. He drops about average of 10 drops a year. It's terrible.
10 drops a year?
Yeah. Where he's his average, think about this too. His average is about 16 yards. So, if you add up all those, drops, you're looking at 160 yards on top of his, you never know what that means. That can mean touchdowns, you don't know. But he's not a guy that gets 1,000 yards. That would probably bring him there. But we'll see.
Who do you like more, Gibson or Dillon?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I would say probably Gibson because isn't he going to be the starter and Dylan's going to be behind Jones? So I don't know. That's like where I'm on the fence on if Dylan's a
they-
smart pick at all. You know, like I don't know.
I think they had there goes Fryermuth. I knew it. That's what I was banking on.
Yep.
I,
It was Cook late too.
you know what? I should have probably just skipped on Judy and went Davis because now I'm gonna have to play who to fucking play. Well, no, actually, because the bye week.
Don't you got to go running back here? You only have one. Am I wrong?
Well, that's why I asked, should I go Gibson or Dylan?
Probably Dylan. They both have that competition thing. You know, they both have committee backfield. That's why I'm
Wow, Jalen Warren went before both of them.
Yeah, I mean that was like I've been sniped out of him every single draft.
Harris.
Yep. I guess he's making sure he's got his own handcuff. Weird. Weird. Weird.
What the fuck?
You're on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams in front of me have so many running back.
Yep.
I kind of want Davis.
All right. I mean, Dylan or Gibson might even be there by the time it comes around, but we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. Look how many running backs all these motherfuckers have.
That's why they might not be looking for it.
Oh, they got. Do you see Jonathan Taylor went in the 6th? I mean, yeah. Wow.
Oh man. Yeah, he went 6. Okay, yeah.
Where did Cup go? 2nd.
Cup went in the 2nd.
And he still goes ahead of Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. He's still going ahead of the guy I traded.
I mean, it's not, honestly, it's not about week 1 or 2 or 3 anyway. It's like having Cooper Kupp in the playoffs.
Right. Cooper Kupp is going to be there. I mean, that's another thing is like, he's a big part of their team. That's undeniable.
Also, you can always.
I don't like that team.
If like Cooper Kupp looks good for a stretch of the year, you can just chop his ass too and get like Jefferson or Chase or Diggs or like somebody else.
Yeah, and it looks like this league I'm in for Yahoo looks like there actually be some trades. The other one I'm in, like no one trades at all. So I don't really like count on any trade in that one, but this other one maybe. I've been in that other one for like 5 years, and I think I saw my ESPN one.
ESPN doesn't trade?
Oh no, I think I've seen like one trade in the past 5 years. No one trades. Everyone's
Brian
locked
Robinson
into.
went. Charbonnet went. These people are just stacking running backs so hard. It's full PPR. Yep. I mean, they have 2 wide receivers.
I did see people are picking up Van Jefferson, I guess behind Kupp. Everyone's thinking he's the next guy. Don't they have the other guy that Atwell, I think is all right? Got Higbee.
Atwell?
Yeah.
Sutton went.
2-2. I think you're okay. I like Sutton.
Jason went.
Yep. That's that last name will get you canceled right there.
Well, that's why we hyphenate it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the announcers to say that on camera and get canceled. You're gonna see a lot of that. You're gonna see some of that. Apologies.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Yep. Al Michaels will be done after this.
Raheem Mostert in the 8th. Wow.
Really wants a running back.
You have the Owen Wilson compilation to throw in there.
Oh, Ridley did go before Kupp, by the way. I see. Won a couple picks before Kupp.
No. Kupp went 10. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. Yep,
Cup
you're
went
right.
2.7 and Ridley went 2.12.
Yep, you're right.
Olave went over Ridley, which I would probably do. And then after that, it's Smith, who we don't want any part of, and Higgins.
You might still have a chance at Gibson here. Or
I
Dylan. I
like
mean,
that
Dylan's still
Njoku
there.
pick.
Yeah, especially like I was wondering when he's gonna get a tight end since I know this is
Well,
a
that's
tight end
what's nice
heavy.
about looking at the draft board is, I mean, the guy at 4 and 5. How many fucking running backs do you need? Oh,
Oh, there
fucking
goes
Gibson.
Gibson.
Okay.
Well, I feel like this guy at 5 has to take a tight end because he doesn't have a fucking tight
Sky
end.
Moore went. Oh yeah, the guy at 5 should go tight end, but
Yeah, but I don't know what's there. Commit,
let me
something
look.
like that.
Kincaid, Higbee, Schultz, Laporta. Wow, not a lot.
No,
He waited too long.
he waited too long in the. He probably should have went Njoku or back then. See what he does. Oh, Michael Thomas. Okay. There goes Dylan.
Fuck.
You're only a couple picks off from getting him going all around to getting him back. I don't know. I don't mind. You have a really good receiver core.
No, I'm gonna go Williams. Get that 3 weeks.
Yeah, at least you had. Yeah, that's a good
Now I'm
point.
gonna
You have 3
hammer
weeks
the
there.
shit out of running back, and
Yeah,
hopefully
you never
within
know,
those
man.
3 weeks.
Who even knows with Kamara? This could be like the end of Kamara. It kind of feels like that could be true too.
People are
Jamal Williams is
really.
good. I don't mind
It's weird.
playing
People are
him.
like really leaning into it, like almost hoping that it happens.
And I kind of think so. I think he's just sort of not. He had a crazy explosive like first year, and that was really it. There are players that are like that. And they just their whole career is banked off of that 1 year. What about Javonte Williams? Is he still there?
No, he went.
Is he going? I'm looking at the draft board. I think he's there. Oh no. He went in the 6th.
Yeah, he went.
Oh, this guy was looking for
Right
a running
after
back.
Jonathan Taylor, ahead of James Cook. Well, Khalil Herbert went ahead of Cam Akers.
I got him on my one team.
Damn, I wanted Big Spin.
Herbert's like a bench player for me, which is weird. We'll see what happens with this first matchup on in Yahoo. Yeah, I feel bad for this guy who has Jonathan Taylor in the one league. He got him early. I think let me see when Jonathan Taylor was drafted. Especially going off of this. It shows you something. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor was taken in the 3rd, my draft. And he
I
was
think I might
taking
go
what
Kincaid.
okay. Oh, okay, you're coming up. Yeah, when was Jonathan Taylor taken here? He was I'm trying to look.
Yeah, Kincaid goes in the 9th or 10th
Hmm.
constantly. I think I might do that because it's one less flex I have to use for a wide receiver, and
Right.
then it's a really good backup, and it just fucks over the other teams that don't have good tight ends. Like the guy in
Mhm.
second, the chase team, he probably wants Kincaid as a secondary option. Or the
This
guy in
guy's got
5th
two
doesn't have a
quarterbacks.
tight end at all. So
Hmm.
that would be his first tight end probably. Same. Oh wow, he went Schultz instead.
What's with the Michael Thomas pick? I don't really get that one.
Michael Thomas. He used
Yeah.
to be really good.
Yeah, but I don't mind older players, but I think he's a little past that prime
All right,
time.
you know what? I think I'm going to go complete onslaught here. I'm going with Diggs, Allen, Davis, and a Kincaid stack. Just going
Okay.
all fucking in.
Yeah, you have all of these bills.
Pretty much.
Yeah, shit. I mean, now you got to hammer the running back.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I mean, I got a lot of running backs to choose from.
Wait, so Kincaid's gonna play flex for you, or is he just gonna come in when Andrews is out, or
Yeah,
what's your?
he's almost having like having another wide receiver because
Well,
I'll either flex
is he
that
gonna
out.
get flex in this league just because the stats?
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, because you have flex receiver, right?
He's got the same bye week as Andrews.
Oh, 13 for the okay for the Bills too.
No, I can flex. I have 2 flex spots to put Kincaid in.
Okay. Because it looks like you'd want to use a tight end in the flex spot of this league. That looks like that would make sense.
You can.
Wow, this
I don't
guy
know if
at
you want to.
5. This guy at 5 just got cock blocked on Higbee right there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yep.
that was like the only one I would like.
You're going to see a lot of people are going to get another tight end.
Yeah,
And the
he's
people who
got to
don't
get.
have one are going to be really just fucking done. Like, they're going to be
He's
done.
got to get like Komet here. I'm thinking.
With Fields?
Okay, never mind. This guy doesn't care.
Burks.
He's not even looking at tight ends. Maybe he's gonna get tight ends way late.
There's good late tight ends.
Burks in the 10th. Where did I get Burks? Let me just. That could be similar time. Oh no, I got Burks in the 8th. That might be a little too early.
Yeah, but that's not tight end premium.
No, right. I got Pickens in the 7th, Burks in the 8th, and Gabe Davis in the 9th. So if you look at that, it all kind of stacks out evenly. Because Pickens is also in the 7th here. Where's Davis going here? You got Davis. Yeah, you got Davis in the 8th. Okay, that's where I got Davis in the 9th.
Yeah, but I feel like you're just being, a little harsh on him because of him failing last year.
I hope he does good. I have him on team.
Just because of it. I mean, he had that ankle injury, and then
I think there's only
Josh
one person I hold.
Shoulder got all fucked up, so he couldn't even throw deep anymore. And that's the
like
only type of runs he's running.
Yeah, there's like one player I really hold a grudge on. And he went
Pitts?
in the 5th. Yeah. I've had Pitts
I do too.
This is the only year I've not had Pitts in his career, and
the only
I don't
reason
want him ever again.
because it was literally like 2 rounds after he goes, and I just couldn't not do it. If I didn't do it, I would have felt like I really fucked up. So that's the only share I have. That's it. And I don't want any more.
And it could be Mariota, it just sucks, but I don't know. I feel like Mariota didn't suck that much. Still an NFL quarterback.
They don't throw to him. They just don't.
Yeah, but they
don't even like plan stuff to throw to him. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I wonder how Ryder's going to be.
See where London goes. London went in the 5th.
Is Drake London a rookie?
No, second year.
Okay, because he does look really good. Like, I think he does look like he's a player that's going
to top 10 or 15.
Yeah, I mean, he does look good.
I have one share on one of my FFPC leagues.
He's 22.
But other than that,
So
I
he's
don't
a
want
21-year-old
anymore.
rookie from USC. He played with a good quarterback over there. The guy's going to go to, I think it's the Heisman winner from last year. He played with him. So what's that guy's name? Caleb Williams, I think his name is Caleb Williams. He's going to probably be the number one pick coming into this next draft. Heisman winner last year. So
See that
he's played
Rodgers
with
pick?
good quarterbacks.
He waited really late on quarterback, and Rodgers
Okay,
was first.
it's not that bad. I kind of don't. I mean, I don't like the Mozart thing on his team, but
Justin Jefferson, Ridley, Gibbs, Goddard,
and
Madison. I don't know. I feel like he should have
there's
went wide
problems.
receiver more earlier.
There's problems there, but I mean, honestly, you never know. We don't know. We can say on paper, I don't like that team, but hey,
It's
what if
not about
Cam
knowing. It's
Akers is
like
the best
he's going to
running
have to
back in the league?
bench. He's going to have to bench half of the people he took ahead of Rodgers.
Yeah.
Every week.
By the way, Drake London was a number 8 pick total in the 2022 draft. So
yeah,
he's a top
you go
10er.
Pitts. What, Pitts was top 5 or some shit?
I don't know, but I mean, he's quick and he's 6'4".
You go Pitts top 5, you go London top 10, and you don't throw it either fucking one of them.
Well, I think there's a good chance. I mean, think about this. What if you just suck as the Falcons, and then you get Caleb Williams, a guy who played with Drake London? So you'd have like a stack, kind of like what the Bengals did with Burrow and Chase. Like they played together, right? I'm pretty sure they did, right?
Yeah, they went to LSU.
Yeah, so it's like they might be doing the same thing, but a USC version.
There's somebody else from LSU that went there with them. Not Olave. Somebody. Fuck.
Oh, like another top receiver. Oh, isn't it like Waddle or something? Isn't it Waddle or is it the guy from the Eagles?
Else went to LSU at the same
Isn't the guy
time.
from the Eagles? Isn't Devonta Smith?
Oh, Daniel Jones just went. That's his first quarterback. Wow, that's a good team.
Oh, Devonta Smith was Alabama. Oh, okay. So Devonta Smith played with Hurts, didn't he? Wasn't Hurts Alabama? Or was he Oklahoma?
I think he transferred or some shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was Alabama for a little bit, and then he went to Oklahoma. He was both. So he could know Devonta Smith. I don't know year-wise if he does or not. Yeah, but that'd be interesting, though. The Falcons just totally suck, and they get the number 1 quarterback who knows their main receiver. That'd be a smart move. Okay, there goes Komet. Yeah, I see Daniel Jones going. That's his first quarterback too, right? Oh, I see you got Spears.
Yeah, with Ty Spears. I'm banking on what's his name? Well,
that guy at 5 finally got a tight end. I see. He got Okonwa. Okonwa. I don't know how to say his name. Those announcers will whale of a time pronouncing that name all year. Chigozium Okonkwa.
What, he went defense already?
Oof. That's early, man. Shit. What is Kirk Cousins taken before? Okay, there goes Richardson. Okay. I wonder why are there a lot of. Is there something with? Okay, who'd you get? Oh, did you just get a? Oh no, you're on the clock now. I thought you got Laporta.
I think I'm gonna go Marvin Mims, and then I'm done with wide receiver.
Okay.
Now I can just
finish all the running back out.
Mims will benefit when Judy's out, and then
you have a stacked receiving time team.
I will fill in.
Yeah, I like your receivers. Running
Well,
backs
now
are
I'm
weak,
just
but
now I'm just going to draft running back the rest of the draft until I hit like kicker and defense because you have to
yeah.
take both.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't mind. I like streaming defenses. To me, that's one of the few
It's okay.
things about fantasy football I like. It's fun.
It's okay. I
Just
like the.
targeting
I
these like horrible quarterbacks where they give up like 30 points a week because of a pick six or some shit.
I like both. I don't mind having a kicker and defense, but I do like my
Well, your
league that has
Yahoo league's
neither.
going to have defense, isn't it?
Yeah, but I do like I like them. I don't mind. But I do like the other league where there's no kicker, no defense. I think it's like I think they're stupid positions to have in fantasy. Like when I start to look at like this whole thing's about offense. Do we really need defense there? Do we really need a kicker here? Especially when you win a fucking week from a kicker, it's like cheap. Or you win a week from a fucking defense. There's something cheap to that. I mean, I've done it, so I've actually had it against me. I've had it for me, so. Oh, there goes a Juwan pick right there. I don't mind that team, by the way. That number 4 team looks good, except for the Tony, Sky Moore and Tony. Actually, I like this team. I like his team. Higgins in the 3rd.
Yeah, there's a couple teams I like apart from a pick or two to kind of.
I actually really like. I like the 5th team.
Fifth
If it wasn't a tight end focused league, I like the 5th team.
with Jake Conwu as their first tight end.
Well, yeah, I guess that's my issue with it, but I like the
Well, what
McCaffrey,
you see them
Adams,
do
Mixon.
is they'll probably draft 2 to 3 more tight ends and try and get 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I guess I like some of the. I like half his
Joku
team.
Musgrave team. That's a good combination of tight ends. I think Musgrave might be good on Green Bay. I can't really think of a lot of competition.
Yeah, his team. Actually, you know what? I do like his team. Chase, Olave, Smith.
Oh, okay. Wow. Joku, Musgrave, and then
And Burrow.
Dulcich.
Wait, that number 2 team
tight
is a
end
Burrow
build.
stack, by the way. That number 2 team is a Burrow stack. Chase Burrow stack right there.
Yeah, I like that team.
Yeah,
I don't like
team's gonna be
Devonta
hard.
Smith or Hall, but everything
Yeah, the Hall
after
pick
I
kind
like.
of sucks there. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Lockett. Montgomery at that spot's good.
And then they got Jason after Lockett.
Yeah.
Cheap. And then Johnson,
Quentin Johnson.
who I wanted.
Yeah.
I was hoping I could get Johnson where I got Mims.
Yeah, this team's gonna be hard.
But you see, like, tight ends completely different in this world. It's I don't know. I like it. I like having a format that is so abstract from everything else.
The 9th team isn't bad.
The guy who has the 5th slot should go tight end here.
Yeah, it looks like he should.
He's fucking up. Like, you gotta.
Looks like he should. I don't know what's left. What's left right here at tight end? I'm like Dulcich is gone. What's there?
So I'm looking at Ferguson, Irv Smith, Hunter Henry, Hayden Hurst.
I think he can wait.
Kate Otten, Isaiah Likely, Dawson Knox, Trey McBride, Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki.
Okay. There's some stuff.
And then it starts to get really, really bad.
Oh, well,
Justin Tucker just went first kicker.
He went kicker instead of the tight
end.
And
he went Geno Smith instead of a tight end. So he felt the need to back up Justin Fields.
I guess so.
I don't get that.
I guess so. Yeah, you know what though? Geno Smith could be I don't know. If Geno plays like he did last year, he's pretty good. Could be getting some touchdowns.
I'm gonna go Chuba.
Okay.
And then I bet you can guess who I'm gonna take next.
Kelly?
Not anymore. Now that I have an Eckler team. I don't want to do that anymore.
Chase Edwards-Helaire.
Yep.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards. He's a Clyde.
But I definitely had I had like tons of Kelly teams until I had Eckler on a team, and now I gotta like hope the Kelly teams are just insurance. Jameson
I don't know
Williams
why.
is still there. This guy's suspended for 6 weeks, so I don't know if
I
I
don't.
want to eat that or not.
I don't know why they didn't keep making these Ninja Turtle movies.
Regal Beagles took them.
Fucking Regal Beagle. But these Ninja Turtle movies with the costumes, I don't know why they didn't keep making these. They made money. I'm looking up their stuff. Like they made money. Like why didn't they keep continuing this? It's better than all the CG shit.
With Vanilla Ice when they go back in time.
No, Vanilla Ice is in the second one.
That's what I'm talking about. What happened?
The third one. The third one is when they go back in time. The third one.
Oh,
that's the samurai one.
Time with Vanilla Ice?
No.
I don't know why I thought the samurai one and that one were the same one.
Different ones. The second one's got that big
franchise. They got legit like
no. The third one sucked.
That were pretty solid.
That third one,
but it's got
sucked.
like factors and it's bad funny. It's bad good.
I'm looking at the franchise numbers for Team Teenage Mutant. The best, it's the unspoken best movie.
It's gonna get signed by the Colts.
I don't know. I mean, he's a good player.
Do you think he's done? Do you think he's done?
No. I think he's a good player.
Really good, and I feel like he's still not that old. Like, how old is Kareem Hunt right now?
Can't be that old. I mean, he's 28. He's not that old. 28.
Yeah, I think he's still going to be good.
200 pounds. He's 5'11". He's not small. He can catch the ball. I don't know. I'm surprised he's not signed. I mean, I did hear he can. Like, I remember hearing he can take a contract. He wanted to wait. He wanted to wait until like someone's desperate for him and they'll get more money. So I'm sure he's been offered something.
So what I want to explain is the early look for FFPC. So because the Chiefs play on Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you can
say CEH goes for 20.
Mm-hmm.
I can put him in as a starter, and if he doesn't, or like if he sucks, I can take him out and still get points.
Oh, can you scroll down a little bit on the draft board?
It's a very weird rule.
Scroll down a little bit on the draft board so I can see what's going on. There we go.
Go more or see Waller went ahead of Goddard and Kittle.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at where Waller's going.
He's really getting pushed up pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he could be the top target, so could be a good idea.
I'll be back for a little bit. I gotta get some water. I should have some time. I have time between my picks, but I'm literally just auto drafting all the running backs I have queued.
Oh, I think you'll have time to come back. You got a whole, picks, 12 picks away. You're good. But I was talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think the unspoken best movie it's called TMNT. It's from 2007. It's animated. Pretty good movie. Oh yeah, all right. I'm seeing some stuff with all right, now I understand why they canceled the costumed Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, because the third one only brought in 42 million worldwide, where the one before it, number 2, brought in 78. The one before that brought in $202 million off a $13 million budget. So it made just like a shit ton of fucking money. And then it all went to shit afterwards. But still, to tell you the truth, the third one was only $20 million budget, and it doubled its money. So that ain't bad. It doubled its. Oh, it really had no world. None of them really had a big world box office. What's the one from 2014? Oh yeah, there's like a Megan Fox one or something. Ugh. Sad times, man. There goes Mooney. There goes Jerome Ford. I could have seen Jerome Ford on his handcuff list right there. All right, we're seeing some running backs taken here. Singletary. All right, there's a mix of receiver, running back kind of thing going on. This guy's got a strange team. At least he did take Ferguson. He just waited. Okay, he took another tight end too. All right. So his team is a little interesting because he did end up getting 3 tight ends. He just went with later tight ends. He went more on value. Yeah, Leland's team's coming up here, but I guess he's got some auto drafts set up. Let's see what he's got set up in his queue. Yeah, I see what everyone's doing. Most people are taking 2 or 3 tight ends in this league, this type of league. Anyone has a higher round pick for a tight end, they're taking around just 2. Lower picks, they're taking 3. But a few defenses taken here and a few kickers. What's on your clock here? Rondell Moore went. We're going to see the running back that goes. Let's see, auto drafted. Let's hope you have your queue set up correctly here. I would have figured Jerome Ford would have been on your list. All right, Zamir.
I got 0 exposure to Josh Jacobs, so
Okay.
I'm banking on his failure.
Oh, I get you then. That I get you then. He doesn't even want to play there, so
which is horrible, you know. If you're a sociopath, fantasy is great. You just
say it again.
You know, I said if you're a sociopath, fantasy is great because you're just constantly hoping people get hurt or fuck up or terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's what kind of sucks is I have one team that has Mitchell, and then I have another team that has McCaffrey. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I'll still get if I invest that much on running back, I'll get the handcuff on my own team just because of how
risky it is.
No, like good of a backup it is. Like how good of a replacement it is. If it was like a sheet, like say I have Barkley, I don't know how much I really want Breida or Gray. You know?
No, they're not like they're also like that. They're not good backups. You know, like fantasy wise. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Breida actually. If Barkley's out, Breida probably would put up decent points.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I have Breida queued late.
No, I think if he's out, Breida really would do okay.
And if I don't get Breida, then I have Gray as you see
especially
Evan Hull
this year
went in the 14th
round.
Yeah,
I just saw that. But you definitely this year with having Waller, having more, receiving core, I think Breida is actually only going to do better if he's actually in. Last year, where it was just kind of like relying off Barkley, no.
You see A-Chain went in the 10th round after Mostert went in the 8th. That's a lot of draft capital for the Dolphins.
Yeah. I see that one guy who waited so long for a tight end did get Ferguson and Coughlin. He got 2 later round tight ends, so I think he kind of
Yeah, I
covered
think
his ass.
Ferguson might be decent. I could see him maybe doing something. The guy who has Hawkinson's probably gonna get a tight end soon.
What round did he get Hawkinson in?
Third.
Okay.
So it goes Kelsey, Andrews, Hawkinson, Waller, Goddard.
Okay. So well Goddard.
Pitts.
Okay, I see. All right. I think I like Kittle better than Pitts.
I don't have any Goddard at all.
Do you have any Kittle?
I feel like he's just gonna get hurt again. He gets hurt every year.
You have Kittle on anything or no?
No, he gets hurt all the time too. I feel like both of them, they'll be good when they're in and have a very high average.
What about Ingram?
No.
You have Ingram. I saw you had Ingram on one team, or was that someone
Just
else you're helping
one.
with?
Yeah. Oh man, my $250 turned out a little weird, but
Was that the auction?
It's kind of no.
Because your auction one turned out a little weird too.
Yeah, I spent too much early on, but I just went heavy with a Jag stack. So if the Jaguars suck, then I'm fucked, like completely fucked.
I don't think they'll suck. I think they'll be.
I don't either. I think
they're gonna be back at the. They're gonna be back in the playoffs. Jaguars. I have that feeling.
I don't care about their wins or losses. I just want their offense to be really, really productive.
Well, if they're back in the playoffs, that means their offense has to be decent. I think they will be. Trevor Lawrence is a pretty good quarterback. He looked way better towards the end of the season than he did in the beginning. So it looks like he's been developing in the NFL. So that's a good sign. Like there are players that don't develop in the NFL. I'm looking at I don't think Richardson's going to do much in the NFL. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think he might be one of those guys that I don't know, just doesn't work. Look at Mariota. He's one of those guys didn't work.
So this pick is because I think James Conner is going to get hurt.
Okay. I don't even know this guy. Oh no, I remember we talked about this guy. Like
he's
way
in the
long
Cardinals.
Ago. Yep.
Jeff Wilson just got picked right afterwards.
He's hurt though, right?
Yeah, he's on the IR. I think he's going to miss 4 weeks.
I thought they were saying like IR. Weren't we looking at this as like IR till pretty much the end of the season? Maybe not even. Maybe more like a playoff guy.
No, IR just means 4 weeks.
Yeah, I know, but I thought they were saying like maybe he'll be back for the playoffs.
Oh, if Jeff Wilson might miss the whole year? Yeah, I saw some shit where he could miss the whole season, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Or whole fantasy season, you know.
There goes Zach Moss with no IR slot. So you're gonna have to keep that.
DJ Shark really.
But you see how I went? You know, I got Pierce early, then just hammered wide receiver. Jamal Williams, I'm hoping in 3 weeks maybe something develops from the other running backs. If not, then I'll just go Williams.
Yeah, there's a good chance you have other running backs that might take over here. You got Spears, Hubbard.
Well, I mean, if like Derrick Henry gets hurt week 2 or 3, I'm set.
Oh, I'd love for. I mean, this is another. I kind of hope Pacheco is out for the year.
Me too. And
yeah, fuck him.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you the people I need to fail. I need Nick Chubb to go down. I need
I don't think Nick Chubb's going down.
I need Josh Jacobs to go down. I need Joe Mixon to go down. I
think Derrick Henry will miss a few games.
To go down. I need Travis Etienne to go down. I bet against like all the running backs early on, other than Madison, Pierce, and Herbert. So like if James Cook goes down, I don't give a shit because I don't have any Damian Harris, but I don't have any Pirine either.
Yeah, Pirine's a little dated though now.
I don't mind if Kamara fails.
I think it will.
Let me see who else. I don't have any Javonte Williams, so I don't give a shit if he's good or not.
Yeah, that'll be interesting though if Pacheco gets hurt and CEH takes over. But I guess McKinnon would still be a big part of that backfield.
Yeah, but McKinnon's old, isn't he? How old is that motherfucker?
I don't know, but he's decent. I mean,
He's
isn't
31.
isn't CEH still behind McKinnon on the depth chart? That's what I thought. But McKinnon's still a little bit ahead of him.
McKinnon's 31 and CH is 24. So if I'm from the
that's
Chiefs,
nice.
I'm going to probably want to see what the 24-year-old can do instead of the 31-year-old.
Yeah, but I am looking on the roster. It looks like McKinnon is ahead of him. The number 2 back is McKinnon.
I know that's why he goes.
But I think if Pacheco's out,
get picked?
I saw he was only a little bit. He was before one of your picks, or after one of your picks. He was
in the 9th round.
He wasn't. He after what pick was he after for you?
So Regal Beagles.
Oh, he was after your Jamal, your Williams pick.
Regal Beagles sniped me on Tank Bigsby, and then he went, and then I got Jamal Williams, and then P. Ryan, and then no, AJ Dillon didn't go ahead of Jamal Williams. Oh, no, I got it backwards. AJ Dillon went, then P. Ryan went, then I went Jamal Williams, and then McKinnon went after me.
Yep. And then Tank. Where isn't Pacheco a Rutgers guy? I think he's a Rutgers guy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's from Rutgers.
No, he is. He's 24. Linemen come out and do pretty good.
He's 24. He's from Vineland, New Jersey, which is South Jersey. All right, I'm all actually. You know what? I hope Pacheco does good. Rutgers guy. He's a 7th round pick. He's a 7th round pick.
From Rutgers. I fucking drafted Ray Rice in like the top 10 or whatever. Fucking, and he was done for the whole year. And David Wilson, remember that motherfucker? David Wilson on the Giants.
You know what's funny? I'm looking at his college stats. Pacheco,
I did a $250 league and took David Wilson first pick. David Wilson, I took in the first round, and he had a negative score, and then
he looked good, man. Ended. I don't think that was a bad idea. It was just unlucky. Pacheco didn't even have the greatest college career. I'm looking at this. His college career wasn't even that great in Rutgers. Kind of shitty.
So I took Chris Evans because he's supposed to have the 3rd down role, and I have 0 Joe Mixon, and I'm just hoping he either gets hurt or he, slams some white woman into a table and gets suspended.
Oof. You never know. That could happen with anybody in the NFL. By the way, I got Madden, the new Madden. It sucks. It's terrible. I was noticing it's like last time I got Madden was like 3 years ago. And
what do you mean it sucks? It's the same game it's always been.
It's the same game. That's a problem. You need to make developments on your game. Like, you can't just put out the same fucking game. Same fucking game.
I know, it's the same game it's always been. What do we expect?
Yeah, well, it's just you expect better gameplay. I mean, I was looking at everyone talking about it. Like, I read all these reviews. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking get it. And then I read all these reviews, watched some videos, and this one guy was just talking about how the best Madden is like 04 and 05, and he was showing all the features from that year, and it's still like better than what they have now. It's ridiculous. You know how they had better years in the past. He was like a Giants fan too, so he was playing with like Jacobs and Lorenzen and shit like that, and it's crazy. I don't know. I got on the PC, so I'm playing it on the PC. I got my Xbox. I have a controller that hooks into the PC, and I can play it like that. But I don't know. It's not that good. Doing a Giants franchise mode.
What kicker do you think I should go for?
Matt Gay.
Colts?
Probably one of the better kickers. Yeah, Colts. Yeah, I think I would say this: go for a team that you don't think is going to score a lot, but will get close. So I do think of the Colts. That might be the majority of their scoring. Will be kicking field goals. Matt Gay did good for the Rams for a long time. I think he was a Ram. I forget what he was. He might have been in a few spots. Yeah, he was a Ram for a while. He's a Buck from Utah. He's probably a Mormon. Yeah, trust a Mormon.
I got to pick what running back I want to fuck over.
Oh, scroll down on your draft board a little bit. Let me see what's going on.
I think I gotta go Kelly. Let's say I don't want to.
Could you scroll down on your draft board? Let me see what's going on. I see someone's got Donovan Peoples, right? Okay, you got Kelly. All right. Okay.
So
wow, Leonard Fournette went. That's someone who we were talking about. Someone who might be just done. I think Leonard Fournette might just be done.
You see how hard I went running back?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at those. I saw those picks. Chris Evans is behind Mixon, right? Oh, that's
I don't know. It's either him or Chase Brown. Chase Brown went afterwards.
Hmm. It's weird.
Where do
There's
you
a
think
different.
Fournette signs?
I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does. Could be really late into the season too. Like once everything's settled. I don't know. I'm gonna say I think he signs. I know he's from Florida. He's got houses there in Tampa Bay, and I think probably around the Northeast part, maybe like Jacksonville. So I think he'll sign somewhere in Florida. So I know the Dolphins have some open spots. So maybe the Dolphins. That's probably the closest pick. And then I don't know, go a little bit north. So then we're looking at like
I'm gonna go
I don't know,
kicker
like
next.
maybe the Titans, maybe but I don't know. I think they got Henry and Spears. That would fuck over Spears if he signs to the Titans.
Yeah,
Trying to think, he's going to stay
but
south. He's going to stay south. Also, I'm trying to think. Maybe even like let's think like could be Dallas. Maybe Dallas go behind what's his name, Pollard. Be like a nice number 2 guy. Colts maybe.
so I'm gonna be starting Davis over Judy.
Okay, really.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think week 1 we at least all go in on Davis. Like
I don't know, man. I think I'm a little bit on. I think I'm going on Burks on that one.
I have some Burks too where I have to play him, but if I had a choice, I wouldn't because he's been dealing with a serious injury all off season and been limited. So I don't know if his snaps are going to be all the way there.
But he's had 3 weeks now to be like get back into the run of everything. Like we'll have to see. I mean, we're going against the Jet. They're going against the Jets, and then the Titans are going against New Orleans. So what's the matchup looking like? That's also the thing. Who's going to likely win? Who's going to likely lose? I think the Bills will beat the Jets. So I think they might be running the clock and running the ball later in the game. Whereas the New Orleans Titans game might be like a shootout. So that makes me think of a receiving game going on. That's my only thought into that. But again, we don't know what these teams are like yet. We really don't know. It's the beginning of the season.
Yeah, a lot of the defenses we thought were good last year might turn out to be shit, and the defenses we thought were shit will be good.
Well, I know this. The Jets have some good cornerbacks. I know. What's that guy's name? I keep hearing them talk about it. Maybe it's just because of Hard Knocks, but let me look up their depth chart here. Yeah, the Jets. I've been hearing them.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings kicker because Kirk Cousins just feels like the type of douche to get to the red zone all the time and never actually finish the drive.
Well, it looks like all right. So Sauce Gardner, I guess, is a top cornerback for the Jets. He's gonna probably be on Hopkins, and then DJ Reed is gonna probably be going against Burks. Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's not the matchup I'm thinking about. It's the lack of
teams.
snaps. I just don't think he's going to play very much because he's been hurt the whole offseason, and it doesn't make sense.
I don't know
to throw him in right away.
I think he's back, man. I think he's back.
Meanwhile, Davis has been playing every single snap the whole offseason without fail, and he's coming off of being projected like a top 3 to 5th round pick who disappointed and now went in like 8th or some shit. I forget.
I think he's kind of where he should be. I don't know, man. I think Burks is going to be the young buck receiver on that team, competing to be like the number 1 star there over Hopkins. You never know what Hopkins is going to do on a different team. His 3rd team now. That's also, he could be, like I would think he's still good, but it could be kind of, fading time for Hopkins too, right? Like look at the Giants, like when they got what's his name? That shitty fucking receiver. Never panned out. The guy from the Lions.
Galladay?
Yeah, like Galladay. Look at that. Like, like on paper, you'd be like, oh, Galladay is going to be their number 1 receiver. Same thing with right now. It's like Titans on paper, Hopkins is their number 1 receiver. But what if he doesn't really get open? He's only 23, Burks. Young guy. Gabe Davis has got competition. I like Kincaid. I like wait, is it Knox? Is Knox still there or is Knox gone?
Dawson Knox?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there.
And Kincaid too? Where's Dalton Kincaid from?
Well, Kincaid's supposed to play the slot. So Knox and Kincaid they can be on the field at the same time.
So Knox, Kincaid, and Diggs could be out there at one point.
And Davis.
Wow, okay. Shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have a slot receiver, so they're putting Kincaid there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the slot, the options are a little better on the Titans there. I don't know. We'll have to see. Week 1 is going to be weird, and then you can kind of go off of that. But even then, it's still early.
It's hard to go off of anything just because whatever happened last year might translate and might not. It's hard to tell who's going to break out. I feel like the Bears will be a lot better, and
I think they will too. Yeah,
at
least a little better.
The what are they? Commanders or whatever. Whatever the Washington team is. So I'm gonna go Minnesota here because they're playing Tampa and Baker Mayfield's a fucking loser douche idiot. Yeah. And I just want to. This is why I like streaming defenses, because I can go against Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker might be a good guy to target with matchups.
Yeah, and after this week,
he likes the over. He
I'll
likes
just
to turn over the
stream
ball.
somebody. I'll stream the defense for week 2.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I
that,
can
I
see
mean, that's
some
pretty much
turnovers
it.
there.
No, that's my last pick.
Yeah, you got Minnesota, Joseph Kelly in your last
There goes
picks.
Breida.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. Hey, you never know, man.
I would have
I figured
got
he'd be a
Breida
free
if I
agent
had
guy.
another slot too.
Well, I think in most of my leagues he's a free agent guy. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. In Madden, he's actually like not that bad because I'm doing preseason right now. He's like pretty good. All right, he's a free agent in my one league. Let me check my second. Yeah, he's a free agent in both leagues. He's a pretty good backup in Madden at least. It's not bad. Very late for him though. That'll be a drop. I figure you're gonna see a lot of drops in this last couple rounds.
Yeah,
This guy's got 3 quarterbacks. Fucking
I'll probably drop
Cousins,
the
Love, and
7.
yeah, I was thinking that
I'd like to
too.
drop Kelly, but I have a lot of them. It's just I didn't think I was gonna have so much Eckler.
Yeah, you have Eckler, so I kind of like the Kelly pick, but yeah, Eckler, you're going in on him.
No, I mean that's what's annoying about it. Is like I like Kelly as one of the better
Right.
handcuffs, and then I ended up having to pick Eckler in one of my drafts because nothing.
Kind of like
fell
that
I
Richie
wanted.
James pick, that late Richie James pick. He could be Richie James could be ahead of Tony and Sky Moore.
Yeah, you never know.
That's the funny part about that, because
Yeah,
that's what
it's
happened on the
true.
Giants
I mean,
last
he
year.
seems like a very reliable receiver. So yeah,
On the Giants
see that
last
shit.
year, he came out of nowhere. So
I would not be surprised by that at all.
I mean, they signed him for a reason. If I was the Giants, I would have kept him around on a low contract, but it looks like the Chiefs really wanted him. So that makes you wonder why. I would have kept him. He was good with Daniel Jones. Also, I do wonder if it's just, so many people are getting covered. He's open. But that could be the same thing with the Chiefs. He could be open. I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. I think they have a very strange receiving core.
Well, I got some Tony. I got some Moore.
Yeah.
I got one Kelsey team. With
it's weird. I feel like they've been very strange since Hill has left. It's been a weird.
I gotta say, I'm like very happy with a lot of the draft I got lucked into. I got a Holmes Kelsey team without having to reach, and I got a Diggs Allen team without having to reach.
No, not really at all. I like this team. I like all your backups too. Your bench players looking
Michael
pretty good.
Wilson, by the way, on Arizona, he's somebody to watch.
Okay. I haven't heard his name yet.
Year, once they phase out.
Was he a Jet? Was he a Jet?
No, he's a rookie.
Oh, okay. Didn't they have Wilson on the Jets, or maybe I'm wrong?
So that's it. I went with a Diggs, Andrews, Allen stack with Davis a little bit later on, and then Kincaid. So this is really like a heavy
Bills team.
Stack. This is
you're rooting for the Bills in this season.
This is kind of what I like to do, though. It's
a good team.
I'd rather be all in and win than hedge it and not. Like you got to commit.
Yeah, and at least you're all in on a good. You're all in on a good team. So that
right, yeah,
that to me sounds good.
I feel like Diggs
that could be
and
a Super
Allen
Bowl
had a
team.
down year, and Davis.
No,
I feel like they all had a down year.
They did. I feel like they didn't do as good as I think everyone thought they would do. I remember that. Everyone kind of thought they would be back in could be a Super Bowl team, and I don't think they even did well in the playoffs. So I don't know, they disappointed. So I agree. I think they're only going to do better. Maybe we'll see.
I like blocking the guy who had Lamar Jackson from being able to stack.
Yeah, I mean that division is a little tough. You got Tua with the Dolphins. You have the Jets now with Mr. Rogers. But I don't know. I don't know if the Jets are going to make a difference. I don't know. Patriots are always a obscure team to deal with. They have a good coach. So, but I don't know. Bills still seem like the favorite in that league, in that division.
Yeah, I would think so. All right, so that's an FFPC draft. You see how tight ends get
Yeah, it's different.
pushed up crazily, but it makes sense when there's a 20 to 30 gap bonus from one to the other.
I see it. Yeah. I see it now also with like all the teams getting multiple tight ends. That's not happening in other.
Yeah, because you can flex them. There's 2 flex spots.
Yeah, I would actually flex Kincaid maybe on your team.
Right. If my wide receivers all hurt and shit, I can put him
Right.
there.
Like he's an option.
All right, so this might be, unless I get a auction draft again, this might be the last draft of the year.
Okay, nice. Yeah, no, I think we only got a couple days away from Thursday, so
Yeah,
we're
Thursday.
3 days
Yeah.
away. Yeah, we're only 3 days away. All right, later, man. Later, guys. Check out FSH Sports on Twitter. You could search Legal Intagliare for a Twitter account. He does that stuff on there, does some fantasy updates, so check it out.